Like Kyle calling about the chateau in Provence, I have a couple questions as well. All right. This is J Robertson back with episode 16, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, darling. Recap with FabFitFun. As always, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to FabFitFun's YouTube channel for tons more content with me and with other great FabFitFun videos as well. Make sure to hit that bell so you can get some notifications whenever a new video is posted. Last night, the ladies are getting ready for their girls' trip to Provence, France. They're gonna be staying at a chateau. Dorit is working on her Beverly Beach swimwear line, and Lisa Vanderpump was not in last night's episode. She also recently in the tabloids has exploited or claimed that Bravo has been cutting some of the scenes that she filmed, probably due to the fact that she was filming a lot of them alone and not with the entire group. So I'm gonna cut Lisa Vanderpump a lot of slack because she probably did continue to film this past season. She just didn't continue to film with a majority of the ladies. We've also got to the point in the season where we have seen all of the California forest fires from fall of 2018, 6 to 8 months ago. So last night's episode was very climactic, to say the least. Let's get into it, shall we? Last night's Issa look goes to Lisa Rinna for that A-line knee length, stunning cheetah print dress with the collar. It was just a moment. It was such a look. Kudos, Lisa Rinna. We have an honorable mention from Kyle Richards for the mere fact that she had a high pony to the gods. She can do a slicked back high pony like nobody's business. So honorable mention, Kyle Richards. Last night's quote of the night is gonna be going to Erika Jayne for her comment about the trip to the chateau in Provence. When they discussed what they were gonna be wearing on the trip and how they were going to be wearing it, Lisa Rinna made a comment towards Erika Jayne, to which Erika Jayne replied with, "There's no need for glam. I look good enough." Troy's titillating topics. Topic number 1 is breaking news, hot off the press. Whew, it's hot. Hot off the press, Lisa Vanderpump officially announced last night that she will not be returning to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills next season. She's also claimed that she will not be in attendance for the reunion, and I quote, "The objective of the reunion is to reunite, right? And I have no inclination to reunite with the women who've been harassing me for 10 months now." Well, there you have it, people. You heard it here first. Probably not. If anyone has Instagram, you heard it there last night, just like I did too. But she's done. It's a wrap. She's got spin-offs, she's got businesses, she's got jobs, she's got charities, she's got projects, she's got the plight of the LGBTQ plus community. Like, she's got things to do. So, I don't know. I think she's just over it. I'm not gonna go into any more of it. It's a dead horse at this point. Topic number 2. Camille is alleging that Teddy snubbed her daughter in the airport after leaving the wedding in Hawaii last week. To which I say, Camille is saying, my daughter Mason said hi to Teddy in the airport and Teddy, didn't respond or snubbed her. To which I respond with, listen, I've looked kind of crazy in the airport before, and there's been times where people probably didn't recognize me, or I didn't recognize people, because when you're at this big glamorous wedding and you look a certain way, and then you show up to the airport the next day after a reeling night of going out, you might look completely different. So I don't think it was a snub. Topic number 3, Robertson Boulevard in LA that's running through West Hollywood with all these fabulous shops. I just didn't know that there was an entire street named after yours truly. Robertson Boulevard, while you might not be hosting Kyle Richards' storefront anymore, you may be hosting me soon, because I think I'm gonna pay a visit to my homage, if you will. Let's get into this week's recap. So we have Erika Jayne and Rinna meeting for lunch. They're discussing the Camille drama. They're gonna bring it all up to her on the France trip. They've got this big grandiose plan. Spoiler alert, when you plan, the world laughs back at you, because they have this big grandiose plan, and I don't think Camille winds up going on that trip, just to be honest with you. And they're gonna confront her. She's talking behind all these people's backs, and Rinna dropped this bomb that she said something about Dorit, but she didn't explain what it was, okay? And so Rinna just feels like Camille needs to start owning her. Rinna is not happy with this People magazine. She's a dog with a bone for this one, because she just feels like it was 2 totally, completely different stories. We've already discussed this, so we've got this plan. We're talking to Camille in France. We're gonna kick France, man. That's what Erica Jane said. Then when all of the ladies meet up for lunches at a group gathering, they are all asking Rinna, like, what did she say? Like, what did Camille say about Dorit? Rinna doesn't want to drop the ball. And this is what I call a drive-by. I call what she did on the bus leaving Hawaii a drive-by unfinished business. I don't know. She drops a bomb, she carries a bone, if you will, but then she like takes the bone back and says, she doesn't tell you what flavor it is. So she's giving you this bone with this bit of tea, if you will, but then she's not explaining what it is behind it. And I don't like that. I don't like those like drive-by dirt slinging things, okay? So she wants Camille to have to answer to it. She wants to carry the bone, but she doesn't want to carry it all the way through the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, I usher in Brandi Glanville.
Hello, kitty cat.
The beat is back, baby. She is having dinner with Denise Richards, and this looks like a fun, organic friendship, and I need everyone to tell me what they think about Brandi. Coming back last night, listen, I have a very, very convoluted past with Brandi Glanville. I don't know her by any means, but I felt a certain type of way about her when she was on previous seasons, and you know, recently I started to listen to her podcast, and she's really made me understand her more, I feel like. I still don't like her language. I still think she has a really foul, dirty mouth. I wish she would just cut her swearing down by about 25%, but she is what she is. You can't change her. Let's take a poll. Should Brandi Glanville return to Housewives of Beverly Hills in any capacity, friend or full-time? Let me know what you think. One of my favorite parts in that scene is when they did the flashback to Brandi's first season on the show, and we have Taylor Armstrong saying, Eddie Cibrian said you slid his tires. Is that true? She goes, yeah. They're discussing the Dorit doggy drama, and basically Brandi Glanville is confirming to Denise, like, she has a direct contact to Radar Online. Whatever Lisa Vanderpump wants out there, she gets out there. She used me as a pawn to get the whole suitcase tabloid story out a few seasons past. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think that was season 4. I think it was season 4 or 5. I don't think it was 5. No, it wasn't 5. It was season 4. And I think that's when we had Carlton and Joycelyn on, and I'm gonna be honest with everyone, I have watched every single season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but I think I only watched half of that season, and then I stopped, and then I came in for the reunion. So please let me know down below, what is the whole tabloid suitcase thing with her, Lisa Vanderpump, Kyle Richards? Was that some sort of tabloid about Kim? I just can't remember it in its entirety. Then the episode ends, obviously, as everyone saw, with Teddy, Rinna, and Kyle on the way to the airport, and we have Camille and Denise evacuating due to the forest fires last fall. To see, no matter how much money you have or how much success you have, at the end of the day, your things are your things, your house is your house, where you live, where you grow up, your belongings, like those things are important. So I really hope that obviously Camille and Denise are able to like move through this and that there wasn't too much damage. I didn't follow through in real time last fall what actually happened to them, so what I see next week really will be new for me, watching with fresh eyes. The California fire thing, that was wild. Like, it was insane. That's it for this week, so let's get into this week's Rose and Thorn. This week's Rose is Dorit's son Jagger as the little Beverly Beach boys trunk model. He was so adorable, so precious, and literally, he's a perfect angel. He's gonna be a star. I'm calling it right now. This week's Thorn is Harry, Rinna, and their daughters outside grilling. There was just an unappreciation factor towards Harry during this entire scene. I didn't like that. I also didn't think he was passive aggressive at all. I didn't think he was mean. Unless editing did something to paint Amelia as this spoiled, entitled adolescent, there was nothing in that scene where I felt like Harry was this bad person who was passive aggressive. I mean, I just didn't like this interaction. I felt like he was really trying hard. I didn't think like he was pushy, and I just didn't like that. And then when she flicked her dad off, I don't know, we're gonna have to do some damage control on that. I remember a few seasons past when there was some comments made about a certain sized person from Rinna's daughters. You know, Rinna had to come to bat for her daughters, and I love her interactions with her kids, but this is gonna be one where they talk about at the reunion, and she's gonna have to really do some covering up on it. So That's this week's Thorn. It was hard to watch that. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning back in. As always, I'm Troy J Robertson. This is FabFitFun. I will see you all back next week for episode 18, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap with me. Over and out.